Yo, this is Invincible, and we are live in Las Vegas for the 2023 AVNs. It's going to be spectacular. We're going to interview some dope-ass hot females, like super freaks, porn star freaks. We're going to see what the hype is all about. Stay tuned, watch, because it's going to be fun, baby. Yo, this is your boy Invincible. I am chilling with Vanessa Moon. She likes to get busy in the night. In case you guys don't know, that's why they call her Vanessa Moon. So Vanessa Moon, how's it going?
Oh, it's so good. Busy, tired, exhausting, but overwhelming, exciting.
So you need a massage after this, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
From
That would be so nice.
Yeah, from head to toes, from head to toes.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so what as far as porn, what type of porn are you into, and what's your expertise?
Ooh, I love girl porn, honestly. That's like my go-to. I love women.
I love women too.
Yeah, right? You know, they're so hot.
Yeah. So I've been interviewing a lot of people, and I've been getting a lot of like girl on girl stuff. Somebody just told me that the girl on girl stuff is a lot easier than going with the guy. Is that true?
Honestly, I don't think so. I guess it depends on the person. Personally, I think it's easier to please a man than a woman, but it's more fun to please a woman because you can do so much to make her orgasm. There's so many different ways to make a girl orgasm, so it's just more fun and like. Crazy.
So I'm gonna need to like spend some time with you, because we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to get some pointers, because evidently there's stuff I may not know that you can help me with. So what's a trick to get a girl to orgasm?
A lot of like clit play.
Clit play?
No, that's mine personally. Like I get off like playing with my clit.
Yeah.
Like I love it.
Okay, so and you are single, right?
Yeah.
She's single. I don't know if she's ready to mingle, but is it hard for you to have like a relationship doing porn?
Yeah, I kind of steer away from the relationships just because it's really hard to find someone that's like okay with it, but it's also hard to find someone that's also loyal to you while you're working in the industry. So I try to steer away from it.
So are you a jealous type of woman?
Yeah.
So like if we're dating, right, you would not be cool with me sleeping with other women?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so you sleep with, I guess, other girls. I would be cool with that, but say you hook up with a guy and you're shooting with him. Is that considered cheating?
Like if I'm shooting?
If you shoot, like say me and you were dating and you have a gig to go shoot with another man.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's cheating.
That's cheating?
I had a boyfriend actually, had a normal job, whatever, that I dated for like a year while I was in the industry.
Oh,
and yeah, he was very loyal to me. I even told him like, hey, I don't know if I can do this because it's cheating, you know, but he was like, no, it's fine, whatever. Like, I like you for you, whatever. And so.
Okay, from a porn star's point of view, what do you feel like a key to a healthy relationship is, whether it's fucking all the time? What do you feel like, how can we keep a relationship going?
Lots of communication. That's like the number one. And literally anything small that you do for a girl will keep her happy. So like literally like dishes, rubber feet, bring her a little flower that you found outside that you thought was just so cute, you know, like little things, you know, bring her a freaking snack and she'll be happy.
See, I had a girlfriend, but her feet weren't looking the nicest, and she wanted me to rub them, but I was like, I can't rub you, baby.
That's okay, rubber hands.
Rubber hands. If her feet are rubber back, and if her feet are ugly, then it is what it is.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I appreciate you. Can I get a shout out to the Gentleman Club Diary, and then we'll get your plugs.
Yeah, shout out to the Gentleman's Club.
Diary,
yes. Shout out to you guys.
And if you want to plug in whatever you're promoting.
Yeah, so my Instagram is Vanessa Moon with 2 N's at the end. That's about it. You can find all of my information on there.
Yeah, Vanessa Moon. She love you all night, baby. And I'm chilling with not one, but two baddies.
Hey.
It's like they're twins. I don't know who's better. Like I was looking at this girl's butt cheeks and this one's butt cheeks.
We both got a booty.
And they're like the same. I was like, which one's better? So
Double the pleasure.
double the fun. Okay.
Hers is better, I think.
Your butt's better?
Yeah, mine's bigger.
Okay. Hers is a little bit bigger.
Bit.
Okay, I got a question for both of you guys. What is your biggest pet peeve? And then I'm gonna go to you.
My biggest pet peeve is like, what are you talking about? Like in men or like just in general?
And, just in general.
Okay, so I am like super neat and organized, and I have like OCD, so I don't like when people are messy. And sometimes she leaves like the bathroom messy, and I have to like put away her makeup, and it's just a whole mess. So don't be a pig.
Don't be a goddamn pig.
I
Okay,
know.
okay. What about you?
My pet peeve is probably like when people they're turning right and they don't use their turn signal. I hate that.
Oh shit, bad drivers.
Bad drivers. And we live in Hollywood, so there's so many bad drivers.
Hollywood's horrible.
Holly weird.
Okay, what about speaking of drivers, have you ever done it like driving in a car long distance?
Like had sex.
Yeah.
Well, like I pulled over the side of the road. Yeah.
You giving roadhead?
Yeah.
But no, have you like got on top of the guy and he's just driving and you guys are just doing it?
No. I've always made the guy pull over because I'm not trying to get into a car wreck.
Okay.
There's, like too much. Like what is it?
Your ass is so big you'd cause the car to crash.
No, I am precious cargo. Okay.
Okay. Well, what's your guys' bucket list for like sex?
Mile High Club for sure. Oh, Mile High Club definitely. I want to.
Oh, we fucking on a jet, baby. We fucking
Baby. Jet or nothing. G4.
G4. Okay, so with that in mind, can I get you guys to say a shout out to the Gentleman Club Diary?
Okay.
Both of you guys.
This is the Gentleman Club Diary. We're at AVN in Las Vegas, and we're the Nolan twins.
Yeah, this is your boy Invincible. I got an exciting interview. This girl is super dope. She was talking about mushrooms. She was shrooms. She was talking about some psychedelic stuff just a while ago. I don't know if she's into that, but
I actually do like mushrooms.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I am going to start microdosing. I just haven't ventured it yet, but that's one of the new things I'm going to get into.
Okay, we're gonna get super psychedelic right now. But she was talking about she's a coach for sex and all this good stuff. I kind of want to know more about this.
So I am a certified sexuality coach and certified in holistic health, all the levels of Reiki, which is energy work. I've been training in shadow work, which is our kind of our behavioral patterns and why we do things based in the subconscious. And I'm currently training to be a trauma-informed facilitator. So I do some online coaching. Everything's based off your sexual identity because our sexual energy dictates who we are in life and it helps us to tackle our goals and everything, how we project forward. So I help build people's self-identity, help them identify their limiting belief patterns, and then we can also gravitate to and what their sexual blocks are. So really just kind of help them have a better understanding of who they are to move forward in life. But I'm also a professional dominatrix. I've done hardcore sex scenes in the adult world, so I have a good understanding of where people are coming from. Like the container I hold is very, very vast, so it's a very trusting and safe network to come and talk to me because I hold no shame. You're not, sometimes when you go to therapists or coaching, people who haven't lived that lifestyle, you're trying to convince them or portray them of something they don't understand. So in my personal life, I've been in, have dealt with the swinger lifestyle. We have stuff in common because I did work in strip clubs for several years. So I understand all avenues when it comes to sexual health and where people are coming from.
So I got a question too. Like us men for masturbating, right? They say that can drain our energy. Is that a true
It's true. So what it is once you ejaculate, it takes a week for your testosterone to build back up in the system. So when men get older, your testosterone goes down and down and down. You're trying to do everything to preserve it. So between that and so many other factors, like we have like plastics and things that, people don't think about those things. And so it dictates our endocrine system. So those things can also affect your testosterone levels. But when you start to, get into edging and things like that, it helps you when you have sex that you don't have to come, but you can have a body orgasm. So you don't have to ejaculate. So you can actually have sex for hours, not ejaculate, and preserve your testosterone, which is just huge for men. They need that. That's why usually when men ejaculate, they can kind of have they can get bummed out or down, down a little bit afterwards. Like you might not realize or correlate that's what it's directed to, but that can have a direct effect.
Oh wow! See, and this is something that I didn't. I mean, I've heard about it, about that it does kind of drain our energy.
Yeah.
But I always wondered. But hearing from, would you consider yourself like an expert at this subject?
I'm not an expert. You know what it is? I usually hate the term expert, or I hate when people utilize that, because I think we're still learning and we're still identifying or understanding more within the human identity and system. You know, science is always changing. You know, it's, you know, we say it's an absolute until we find something else. So science can evolve and change as we start to understand, you know, the human identity. It's a webbing. So it's not just your physical health, it's your mental health, it's your spiritual health, whether you believe in something or not. So it's like a mind, body, and soul. So you're kind of trying to connect all those different avenues. So it can be like kind of playing a detective to find how things really affect you.
You know what's funny is, like, I did, you heard of ayahuasca?
Yeah,
so
that's on my list. I haven't done that
so
yet.
I've done that, right? And I recommend it for everybody, because actually me and this guy did it. And we took a trip, and
You're like,
we went up north. So we had a shaman come out here, and we took a trip, me and him. Well, it was a group of us.
Yeah.
And I fasted for like a week. We both did.
Did you have to? I think they have a certain diet, like it's only fish and rice or something like
we
that.
didn't. I only had water. As a matter of fact, we
I did water fast.
Yeah, we brought water, our own water, like brand new jugs, and they wouldn't allow us to bring it in. She was like, "No, that water's contaminated. Don't bring that in here."
Did they have like live water?
She had her own water. So yeah, it was super. It was definitely a life-changing experience. Opened my mind to.
Give me that information.
Yeah. Oh, I'll send it. I'll get your information.
Yeah,
I'll send
I
you
would
her.
love that.
Yeah. Okay. Before I get off into the whole psychedelic stuff.
Yeah.
So you were a stripper. How did you get into?
How did I
porn?
get into that? Or how did I get into stripping?
No, you started as a stripper. How did you go from stripper to porn?
Okay, so I started in Austin, Texas, in strip clubs out there, and then I would fly out here. Sometimes I'd go up to Houston and Dallas. So I kind of started traveling. I came out here for a year, and then moved to California and was stripping out there. And then the recession happened in 2008. Remember how tough it was? It was like you were paying house fees, and you didn't even know if you were going to make that money back, because everybody was living off their arm loans.
Yeah.
So that happened. So I went into recruiting, and I did that for 4 years. But I always missed, and I think what people don't really kind of understand when it comes to like adult or stripping or things like that, I really enjoyed the interactions. But more importantly, if you could really tap into the energy, you can transcend somebody. You can take them to another place, because everybody's trying to let go of their stressors for the week, right? So when they want to kind of come in, they want to unload, they want to forget of, all the pressures of work, all the pressures of family life. They want to release that stress and that energy. So you're shifting energy. So I didn't realize at the time that I was basically putting somebody in a trance, because I had to get them to connect to me. I had to get them to forget about all the other women that were in it. From a lap dance, and I had to get them to connect to me and forget about all the other women in the room, because it's like kids in a candy store. You have all these different options that can really make it hard for somebody to choose. You know
what I noticed too is like I noticed that sometimes the girls, like, I worked in a club where we had a lot of the fake bodies and this and that, which is cool. There's a certain preference for that too. And then I noticed there would be girls that were like, you would see them, you're like, oh wow, she's gorgeous. But then you have girls that may not be as gorgeous, but they would make more money.
Yeah, because they're relatable.
Yeah.
So sometimes, because I saw it a lot too. If somebody doesn't feel relatable, it's intimidating, and they want to feel like, the men want to feel like they can connect to the person. So if it's something that's way up above, it can deal, man, it can deal with the ego. You don't realize how fragile both systems are, just in different ways. So there's definitely, and I'm not saying this in a mean or, things, but they're, men are hunter-gatherers, so their thing is to provide, so they don't feel like they can, it's a primal biological system. They don't feel like they can connect to somebody to provide on whatever level. That doesn't make sense for them to feel comfortable. So it's a comfortability, as where women are built on emotions, so how they connect. So the languages are different. So if you can understand some of the science behind it, I think does that make sense to you? Do you feel like that's relatable if you were to kind of talk to somebody, or just like,
Yeah, definitely. Because what I noticed is at this club, when I would work on holidays,
Yeah.
there was a lot of customers there, and I was wondering why are these customers here? Don't they got like sometimes they might be going through something. Sometimes
Yeah.
they need just to talk.
Yeah.
I've actually dealt with it where I needed to talk and just kind of vent out, and I'm like, where do I go to talk to somebody?
Yeah.
I might not have a girl to talk to right now.
That's not going to judge you.
Yeah, right. And so maybe
Because you don't want to be judged.
definitely. So doing porn, have you ever been judged or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of stigma around it. I mean, you know, it's so funny. It's like we'll put so much, we'll put so much identity in like what sex is and how it's bad and like taboo and stuff like that. But the thing is, people want to be free and they want to be able to be open and not feel like they have that shame against us. But yeah, exactly. But you know, we'll put emphasis on like video games that have violence in it and stuff like that. But that's okay. But not sex. And you know, and why is that? Because and the thing is that's where our identity is based. And so if we can put empowerment and feel like we can create a system that's non-judging on whatever system that is, you know, I think you'll see a different shift in people. But knowing what their boundaries are and how they can stay true to themselves. I don't know if that's all over the place or makes sense.
Actually, I feel like you probably have a lot of great ingredients that you can pass on to people.
Yeah.
And I really think that's like, I know we're at the AVN, but I know our purpose. We have to find our purpose, and then we have to also help others find their purpose.
Absolutely.
And that's what I feel like I'm here for. Like even though I do this,
so you're doing almost the same thing as me, just a different format.
I'm an entertainer. I entertain people and I do other stuff, but all the dancers that come in the office and talk to me, they might be going through something, and I'm there to they even told me, they said, you know what I like about you? You treat me like a human being.
Exactly. You're humanizing it.
Yeah,
You're humanizing it.
So I'm glad to connect with you.
Yeah,
I think this is a dope way to connect with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Who would think that I would connect with somebody with the brain as you have?
Thank you. I
If that made
appreciate
any sense.
Something in you.
She got me tongue-tied. But so thank you. I want to thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely.
Where can people find you?
So if you want to do like a dominatrix BDSM femdom session, you can go to dominahelena.com. It's also starting my membership site, so there's going to be a lot of clips that are all femdom based. So you'll see corporal, humiliation, all those things. If you want to do online coaching with me, theconsciouscoaching.com is where you can find out information on that. If you go to Instagram, it's called Chasing My Sanity. It deals with my adventures, it deals with some of my kink life, and then it's going to be also promoting a lot this year of my online coaching and just opening people's minds, you know, taking them on a journey.
That's what life is about. Open their mind, and I think there's not a lot of people open-minded. They need to be more open-minded.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I'd love to give my heartfelt shout out and love to the Gentleman Club. What is it? The Gentleman Club Diary. Absolute gentleman. Thank you.